Welcome to my channel. My name is Kathleen. I am a wife and a mother of 6. We live in a small town, so we are blooming where we are planted in an urban homestead. Please join me here as I share my thoughts and my experiences about homesteading in an urban setting. Well, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I have been under the weather since the 20th, along with my 6 kids and my husband, and we're still not even, we're still battling whatever it was. At first it was the flu, I don't know, it became a cold. So I'm a little under the weather, but I'm still trying to plug along with cleaning up the house. And I feel like if I, they had less stuff, it'd be easier to deal with the amount of, it'd be easier to clean down, wipe down, get rid of the germs, clear the air. So I'm motivated still to keep doing this. I just haven't been able to upload anything as I'm taking kids in and out of the doctor's office, I just didn't have a voice for a whole week either, so I couldn't do anything. But my kitchen right now is kind of a bit of a mess. However, it's really easy to put it together since I only have a few things on the counter that belong on the counter and everything else has to be put away. So that's been a breeze. Now I haven't been able to stay on top of the dishwashing and all that because, by the time it's evening, I'm exhausted. I can't talk, but I'll get back on board and make sure it's all cleared. But it's been nice not to have like actual clutter that you don't know what to do with, or what I don't have to do. What I'm trying to say. But so as I am getting that tidied up and tackling two different things, I'm right now going through paper. Paper's another huge problem in my house. It's like the paper tiger, so it's plural. I have boxes. Like, I just thought, oh, I'll put all these papers in here and go through it later. Well, now I just got boxes and boxes of, like, I don't know, papers that I don't know what to do with. So today I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the junk mail. And that's easy, right? You know your junk mail. It's the ads that you get in the mailbox. You deal with those as they come. Like, they don't take up residency in your house. They just go right into the trash, the recycling. I did a lot of shredding because I don't want my address floating in the trash can. I don't know if anyone goes through garbage anymore. I mean, I wouldn't go through mine because there's like diapers and stuff like that. So if you're looking to go through my trash, that's disgusting. Because I mix my paper with other gross stuff. So, however, I don't want to take the risk. I shred all my stuff before I throw it away. I have a nice shredder, so make sure you get a shredder. I haven't bought a shredder in a long time, but I know the one I have currently might have been $50. I can't remember, but you can find a decent one, I'm sure, online or Amazon, or go to Target, wherever you go, Walmart, wherever you get your office supplies. Find a good place that sells a decent shredder. So that's what you can focus on is getting rid of the junk mail, and that will clear up the piles and inside the boxes. But I mean, that's easy. That's something I've been doing for a long time, so it's not like too much of a challenge. The real challenge that I'm facing is the artwork that my kids have made. I even found some stuff that I drew in 5th grade. Years ago, I was decluttering my drawers. Now I'm talking about years ago. I mean, I was like 20 years old, and I'm going through these drawers that I had just shoved high school newspapers, all these things that I thought were like important mementos to carry on. I don't know, I guess I thought it was a museum or some sort of archivist. And I just remember the anxiety that I had going through all that. I mean, I just had so much stuff that I was keeping because I thought I was some sort of school historian. So I decided that what I was going to do, since I was starting to get those feelings of being sentimental and all that, I was just going to keep it like a handful. And I got rid of the extra stuff. I mean, it's been a long time, but it's a memory that it keeps popping up from time to time, like how I got rid of all that. So, I did. I recycled it. It was like all these newspapers that I thought I had to hold on to, plus drawings. I threw those away in the trash or recycled them, whatever I did with them. I didn't burn them. I know that, and that's how I'm handling some of the artwork now. I mean, the papers that my kids drew on that don't have a date or who drew what. Unless it's a really, really good drawing that I know who wrote it. I mean, I'll put the name on it and the vague year it was drawn. But overall, that my kids are very into drawing, pencils, crayons, markers, you name it, and they will draw a bunch of papers all at once at one day. They just love to draw and tell stories that way, which is fine. I mean, it kind of frustrates me a little bit only because it means that, oh no, I'm gonna have all these papers and I don't know what to do with them. But like my husband says, we just burn them. It's like a little bit of an offering, I guess. And yeah, I mean, you could recycle them too. So if you don't feel like throwing them straight into the trash, just either burn them or recycle them. And the kids had seen a very interesting program about recycling and how the drawings, the projects these kids have had that they could no longer keep, they were sent to the recycling center, which made into new paper. I can't remember. Maybe it was like the Berenstain Bears episodes. We don't really watch TV. We just watch everything like on YouTube or whatever. So they thought that was a very interesting thing. You know, it was interesting to them and an idea that helped them kind of help go through the emotions of getting rid of stuff that they drew on. I mean, we get attached around here. We're sentimentalists. But I'm just keeping the good artwork, and I keep it in a box. Each one of my children has his or her own box, and occasionally I go through it and make sure that the paper is still good. Sometimes I stick schoolwork in there, so once the school year's over, I'll pitch that. I mean, I kept stuff like that too. I kept schoolwork from like first grade, and I was like 20 years old. Like, why do I have this? Is this what my kids are gonna be interested in looking at? I mean, I guess I could give like a few sample things to say, yeah, back in my day, this is what we did. But you know, with the internet and stuff, I mean, I see what I did. It's online. It's on, you know, these nostalgic channels. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have my name on it and all that, but I can tell my kids, yeah, I did something similar to that. That bubble sheet there, yeah, that's what we did. So it's not necessary to keep everything. You're not the school historian. Your kids are probably not going to be that interested in seeing every single piece. You don't have that kind of room in your house to keep your stuff, your artifacts, and your kids. You have to just keep the best of the best. Um, and find a nice little a memory box to keep the good stuff in there, or a tote or something to store that. But nothing too huge where it's taking up a lot of real estate. I mean, unless you do have that kind of room. But you know, um, so that's the area I'm tackling right now because I think those are the piles of paper that tend to gather and stay with no place to stay, with no place to go. It's like they're little homeless piles just trucking around my home from table to table. And you know, unfortunately, because they are not in a box or in a badly made box, you know, or not an appropriately made box from paper, they get ruined because insects get in there. Occasionally, we have a mouse. We have chickens, so I feel like they draw in the mice in the house. Water, all this stuff. So then decisions are made for you. Next thing on my list is birthday cards and things like that. Christmas cards. I can't keep all of that. I keep the pretty stuff. I kept some of my great grandmother's letters to me. Those she used unique cards and she had nice little memories written in them. So those are the kind of things I keep. But there's a lot of cards I have that just have a message and just a name and that's it. The front of the card might be really pretty though. Those kind of cards that you think, oh, this is really pretty, I can't throw it away. Maybe a local school or library will be doing an ornament project or whatever they do with cards. Because I know some places have done crafts with the front of Christmas cards or birthday cards, and you can see if that's something that your local library is doing or your school. Otherwise, unless you really plan to do something like that, I would just recycle it, throw it away, whatever you need to do. Don't hold on to it. just because you might use it as a craft. I have a lot of mites, mite piles. I might do this. It's been like 10 years. I haven't done it. I don't think I will. So, you know, there's other projects that I want to do instead. So, get rid of it. So that is where I am at now with paper. I can't think of anything else. Just, you know, I know I've that folder of cartoons that I drew in 5th grade that I think I'll just, maybe I'll show my kids, but I'm going to toss it in the trash or burn it, whatever. I'm getting rid of it. Some way it's not going to be around. So, you know, that paper now is like, you know, 30 years old. So I don't know, maybe it'll last another 30 years, but who by then wants to look at that? So, anyway, well, I hope that you are enjoying your day and are able to tackle your piles of paper, as emotional as it may be. Get yourself a shredder, to get rid of the junk mail first and work your way through that. And then, you know, once you get the emotional stuff, make decisions about burning it or keeping it. Make sure it's quality stuff that you're keeping, though. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.